Hey there, Silver-Tongued Devil here, in another episode of When Streams Go Bad, volume 67. So, we were going to play some underdogs. Unfortunately, through no fault of underdogs, I can't get it up and running. The fault lies in me going from the beta version to the live version, and I think it's just corrupted absolutely everything on my save. So, I heard people say Hellsweeper, so we'll Hellsweeper. I like Hellsweeper. I really like Hellsweeper. Okay, so, and some of you were lucky enough to win some copies of the game, so now I can show it off in a vein where you might know what's going on. So, one of the first things that I was going to cover is there's a lot of, and again, I'll be doing a tips and tricks video on this as well. There was a lot of people that were, as I see in the Discord, that are complaining about the mana drain that a lot of things are getting now. And the reason being is, well, I won't say simple enough, but there is a good reason for it. I want that one. I wish I had some extra keys. I really do. Yep. Ooh, I haven't tried Meteor Blast. I want to see if that looks any different. Blood Magic does drain so much mana, but that's why you put these on. It drains a lot of mana with Devil Trigger, but that's why you put these on, and then you need to push for Phantom Thief. Phantom Thief, once you have 3 discounts, you'll be able to start getting offered Phantom Thief. You can only get 3 of these on. You can only reduce your mana cost to 95%. That is the maximum from what I can see. So, I'll show you why it should be your favourite, because I've found another way to use Blood Magic as well, and it's even more broken. So, right, set up. Yep. So you'll see a lot of the setup that I've gone for discounted. Devil's Trigger for Blood Magic, because it makes Blood Magic so much better. And you know what? We'll just keep that on. And pistols, compact, good. Or even all of these ones everything now has a mana cost with it. That's why things that you pick up and things that you do. Oh, I have got a run going. I don't think it's a very good one. I've got some weird weapons on it as well. I tell you what, since I started doing those videos, I have absolutely rubbished my entire... not endless mode. Yeah, let's force me to play with some different weapons. That sounds like a good idea, right, chat? So what I've done there is I've put it on empty run. So this was the way that the game originally was before you could actually select your loadout. This actually gives you an increase in experience points earned as well. I would suggest doing this from the start when you don't actually have many weapons, because then you won't be thrown weapons that are not very good. That is definitely a thing. Now let's hope 15. Now, some of these are worthwhile taking before you pop the blessing, some are not. If I remember rightly, most are. I'm gonna have to take these. These ones are extra because I've pumped souls into this run, because I've got so many souls I don't know what to do with them. This one, so hang time, hover for 1 second during a jump by raising both hands above your head. Reduces damage taken by 20% during the hover. Replaces somersault. This is your option if you want to be able to do your acrobatics without going upside down. But I don't need that. Restore 20% of your mana after exhausting it. Cool. Okay, well that's a good start. Let's go Unholy. We'll take some of that too. good old Tempests. They can go on the outside. We'll go for rifle on the shoulder. Lovely. And, oh, and that's my lot. Oh, I forget you only get so many picks. Cool. That's okay. We win, basically. We have Tempests, we win. Yay! Yay us! We win. Tempests are probably one of the brokest weapons in this game for allowing you to play the way that you are supposed to play. And the reason being is because they do very little damage and have a massive rate of fire, which then means that you can just absolutely hose enemies down and get a massive combo score. And if you can do that whilst you're in the air or sliding or upside down, then you just combo in on top of combo in on top of combo in. Now, before we begin, what's that looking like? Hang on. I need to try and look at my screen at the same time as looking at the thing. Is that looking all right brightness wise? If it looks dark, let me know, and there's some little adjustments that I can do. Right. What are we on? 8 enemies to kill. Cool. I am going to have to do quite a lot of upside downing at the start. So, one of the things that you want to do in these environments is, I mean, you need to be able to at the very least jump. And what I'm also doing here is air dashing, which is pressing, you have to turn air dash on, but it's something that you do on the control stick. So basically when I jump, if I press forward, backward, left or right, I dash in those directions. And the reason why I'm doing this is to allow everybody to group up all nice like. You can bounce off of them actually as it happens up, but it doesn't do any damage, but it does reset your leaps. Right. Here we go. Can we take them all out in one foul sweep? Yes, we can. So, keeping your combo going whilst you're doing all that, that's why I grouped everything to begin with, because checking my watch said to me that this first mission was eliminate 8 enemies. So we have to do quite a lot of upside downing just to get anything like it. God, I haven't even got levitate. What am I going to do? We need to do a lot of work to get anything like it on the style side of things. Yeah, we'll take 1 gold and 1 silver. Hey, there she is! That's going on the down. Oh, yeah. Okay. A little bit of stream luck coming in here. Lovely. And for now, I'm just going to go with 5 dinger discount of pretty much everything. So this is where I think people are going wrong with the whole mana drain side of things, is you are pushing the power of your magic or your weaponry way past how much mana you actually have. So you're taking all the power-ups and not realizing that all the power-ups are added to your mana cost, which is then causing more drain. You have to supplement. You have to do both. You have to. You can't take all the power-ups. You do have to do a little bit of the old discount of mana. Let's just see. Did it not actually equip blood magic for me? No, it didn't. But I have got. Oh, it wouldn't do, would it? Cool. Blood magic. Woo! Right, cool. We win. If we haven't won already, that's not a bad start score, but it's a little bit off what we need. We are aiming for 60,000. That's not bad. Elimination. Elimination. Mystery. The mysteries earlier on are usually not infinite corridors, but there's a chance. But that's not good enough a thing for me to take a chance on. So let's go with blood magic. These are all rubbish. The other thing to note as well, even the experience is gold, which you should, and I've just done a video on, you should be putting this on the weapons that you are not using, i.e. ones that are in your loadout and you're not selecting, or ones that are just on your person that you haven't got in your loadout. You want experiences gold on because you'll earn more weapon XP for them whilst they're just sat in your inventory. But for your actual weapons, you kind of don't want to do that unless you're really pushing specific ones, and the reason being is mana cost 20. The thing's already costing 60, mana cost 20, and you're then getting to the point where you can only cast it once and you'll be out of mana. So this is what's going on and wrong. Longer infusions, even longer infusions costs. So this is the problem with this system at the moment, is all of these things that aren't particularly great for us and we don't really want. We don't want to increase damage. I'm not going to be doing infusions, and I don't want XP is gold on. All of them will actually cost mana. That one's kind of useful. That one is too, but spiteful hit, we want to keep our damage down. So the only one that's worthwhile going for here, and not because it's good, is power overwhelming, because it won't add to the mana cost of blood magic. This will increase the damage of the AoE. The AoE being this. But that absolutely canes my mana anyway. Have I got levitation? Oh no, it's because I've got unholy. Right, I see another chest. Lovely. 5-figure discount, yes. And vampirism costs us mana. Longer infusion costs us mana. Showtime changes this. I'm happy with that one. So again, we'll go with power overwhelming. Not because I need it, but because it doesn't cost us anything extra on my mana. These do need equipping. Let's pop them on the hip. And libertarian, cool. We win again. And we'll put another libertarian on. Cool. Done here. Oh. Give me a second, chat. Something else I'm going to do as well. Just because I had it on. Cut all of this in a sec. One moment, please. That one. Just so I don't get all those underdog mad lads in here. Where's the underdogs? Where's the underdogs? So just taking it off the Discord quick. Right. Because it's not like we haven't had enough delays. So again, I think I've said before, destroy as many of the totems as you can see. The yellow ones not so much, the blue ones definitely, and the reason being is because, well, hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate. If I step over the boundary and actually go into the level proper, there's a chance that these blues will become reds. Oh, hang on. One of my arms is stuck. What is this one? Enemies left. So again, this is a limited number of enemies. So we want to do as much within the combo side of things as possible. So what I'm going to do is clear the area, because I can. Remember, it's the yellow ones that give you keys as well. Blue ones give you nothing. Well, they give you cash and souls. Yeah. Come on. Come on, we can do it. We're still very shy on the mana front, but these will do a job for us. You know what? I probably would have been better off using my bloody Tempests then, I think. I think I would. Right. Yes, I would have. This is rubbish. And that is a bad amount of money. So I said about gold ones, those are definitely gold. I can actually see it for a change as well. So they might have raised the shine up. Basically what that'll mean is if we took that, definitely one of the things that I will be offered will be a forged trait. But we're going to take mana because we always need mana. These 3er ones are always worth gold keys. A 2 is worth gold keys as well. A 1, not so much. Ooh, I need to get this in my to do things. Oh, I'll show you how to use blood magic proper. I'll show you another way to use blood magic. Right, let's pop bloody conversion on because it doesn't cost us anything, and paid violence, and we need 5-finger discount. I see, not so much. Oh, there's some souls. That's a big clutch of souls. Now, this I actually need. I don't know if anyone's seen this or not. I actually need this for one of the videos that I want to do. This is the token of betrayal. Accept this token to turn the next node into a battle against your reflection. The unofficial 4th boss of the game. So, you remember when I said there's a lot of content in this game? I wasn't fucking joking. No, sir. Right, let's just make sure. I don't even know how many of you... I don't even think Von's seen that one before. And to be fair, you don't want to go up against it until later on. So, these 1-lock ones are usually worth a silver. Golds, if you put them in anything more than 2 locks, you will get a +3 upgrade. Whereas golds, if you put them in a 1 lock, you will definitely only get a +2. So, I mean, it doesn't make too much odds. Hello, Andrew. How we doing? Right, let's get... I can't even think why, and yeah, we don't even need 5-finger discount. I'm just going for 5-finger discount as a staple. Now, even I might get my ass kicked a little bit here, because treachery can be a bit of a pain, but we do have blood magic, so I think we'll be alright. So basically, treachery is a mirror mode. Oh, I've kind of gone out the portal there. It's a mirror mode, so it's a battle against yourself. And some would say that in this circumstance, that would be a battle of wits, strength, and skill. Basically, it's going to be about who can talk the longest and the fastest. That's all this battle is going to be. So, yeah, strap in if you were expecting the ultimate conflict. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to prep the area. Yeah, you won't see a... You should see chat on screen. Yeah, so the way that I've done it, and this was after... Why are they failing? Hang on. There we go. Because I haven't got enough mana. There we go. Right, that'll do us. Yes. Well, I bet you feel pretty silly, didn't you? Totally out-talked. Did you see that? So, if you know how to deal with treachery, to be fair, I think he's based on your current loadout and various bits and pieces as well, so he was never going to do an awful lot. Also, blood magic is, as I said, is very powerful. Isn't it very powerful? Yeah, it's very powerful. So, the beauty, the one reason why I would always go after treachery and always take treachery if it comes up is because, not for the style, the rewards, and cash or souls, but because you always get offered the broom. Because that's what we want, isn't it? Fuck the broom. It's because we always get offered a blessing from treachery. And blessings make you stupid powerful. Although that one's... I will take the broom, because then I can sacrifice it to the gods if it comes up. Although there is warrant to not take the broom, because if I didn't take the broom, then I definitely won't be offered any upgrades for it, which might take up valuable upgrade space. But yeah, so treachery's not too difficult as long as you have the ability to prep the area. I'll maybe let him fight a little bit more if we ever go up against him again. And I am going to make a point of trying to go through this a bit quicker. Yeah, it didn't occur to me until various people had said it that they were watching me on the television, and I've kind of made things a little bit more around that now. And I was also told as well at the time, as many in the chat are doing now, is that you can watch the telly and you should be able to see the chat, and then if you want to get involved, you do that on your phone, which just feels like the perfect way to do it, if you ask me. So, but yeah, the way round that Vega said. Now, what have we got? 6 enemies left. Right, we'll go back to the guns, because they're nice and weak. Feigning weakness is also going to be the title of a video that I'll be doing soon. And what I mean by that is avoiding absolutely everything that I mean, I do it anyway, but avoiding absolutely everything that increases the damage of your weapons. And the reason being is because you can get more hits that way. I'm also making a point of not purposefully going for headshots where I cannot. And it's to keep that combo going and keep getting lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of hits, because that's ultimately what it's about. I've got the combo, the style indicator off, because if I turn it back on, basically I'll forget to turn it off and it'll annoy me when I'm doing a video. I've already done a video that had it in that it shouldn't have, and there you go. Not a bad style score, but not the 60,000 that we need. The one thing that I've done, because we have upped the difficulty and done endless loadout, and I think added souls to the run, which I would not recommend, excuse me, until you've got an absolute excess of souls, and it just basically increases what you can get during a run. Let's carry on pushing blood magic, shall we? Red Valentine. This is, I mean, I like the blood hosts, but Red Valentine is also very good. So what Red Valentine does, blood ball, throw it on the floor, sprouts those little ghosties. And the more Red Valentines you have, the more ghosties will appear. Those are blood ghosts, and they will literally home in and do one hit on every single thing they see. And so what you do, blood down, blood down, blood down, and you'll just get loads of them, and you can summon those quite quickly as we get more things going on the discount. So all of those would now home in on an enemy, and they almost like create a bit of a murder ball. And the only reason why I think it's better than the than the evil host is that, well, you can continually cast them, and they're sprinting around the level hitting stuff for you, which then keeps you in combo as well. This is part of the reason why I don't do the challenges on this game, because any that involve blood magic are just broken. If I can't get to the top of the leaderboard on a blood magic one, there's something going wrong. Hey, you're getting better, Vaughn. The thing is, you don't play this game for style. You play it for fun. I try and do both, but then it involves me going upside down a lot, which isn't fun for everybody else. So yeah, this might be a good example. Here's the threshold of the level. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't. But they're blue. Step outside. Oh, look. This one has turned into a skull. And those skulls shoot you. If you have ever died in this game and not known why, it'll be one of those. I can almost guarantee it. Previously, or one of these ones. The heart ones do like an area of effect, and then these ones shoot at you. And I've had it plenty of times where I've been killed by those. They do quite a lot of damage. Oh, I'll show you. Yeah, don't worry, Andrew. I'll show you. I mean, upside down, upside down. There's only 2 games that I know that allow you to actually go upside down and do cartwheels and wall runs and flips and various bits and pieces like that. And that's this, and it's... well, what could you call it? Predecessor, I guess? Yeah, predecessor. Its predecessor, which is Sairento. Another fantastic game. Old now, and I wish that one had got the old treatment. But I do try and keep this to a minimum because apparently it's quite nauseating to watch. So, yeah. But I don't know, it's the thing that got me on this game and Sairento originally is, well, I can go upside down! And it's not just that as well, we can backflip. Oh, hang on. So, the way that you do, and the thing is, just jumping for style is actually enough. And you'll see how I'm going in slow motion, but not pressing the slow motion button. And the way that I'm doing that is after I'm jumping, I'm holding the jump. Because you get a measure of slow motion, permanent slow motion. Hello! Oh, the cloth ruined my life. And we can backflip. Hey! And it's like... it's the reason I play this game, it really is. But yeah, you also get rewarded for it as well. Little off-the-wall-to-wall run? Nope. Damn. It's the reason I play this game is the upside down. And you get rewarded for it as well. When you are... when you... Thanks, Vaughn. Ah! Knife in me. Oh, I'll talk about that as well. Because this is another thing that will get you killed. There is a knife in my hand. Note how my life is not going back up to full. And it's because there is a fucking knife right through my hand. Ow. You have to pull these out. Otherwise you won't be able to regen up to maximum. If you get multiple knives, shards, shurikens, and various crap in your hands, you won't be able to... you won't be able to regen your life back up to maximum. Nice maneuvers. And so the game is all about style and not the kind in showing off. Oh, I just had a wicked idea. I know it won't work, will it? No. Can't power this up. Oh, they do home though. That's quite good. Until they go on fire. That's quite crap. Forgot about that. Another ability that I forgot about. Who would have thunk it? On Hellsweepers. Nonetheless. But yeah, so you actually get rewarded for style in this game. The way that you kill is the way... the way that you kill is rewarded, and the more style you get at the end of a level, to a point, the more you get. Is that... Hello, Nadia. That's fantastic. Have you ever considered VR? That'd probably be a better shout for you. And, I don't know if these are sex bots. I don't know if these are sex bots, but if anybody wants to try and sell stuff to them, let them have it. But yeah. Yeah, I'd say get a hobby, Nadia, if I'm honest. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 100,000 on the style score. That's too much, but that's in and around kind of where we want it. So for now, I'll carry on pushing Tempests because they're doing us a bit of a favour. We'll get some more discount on that. And we've got some chests to open. But yeah, so as I say, the game is all about style. Doing your kills whilst you are wall running, or sliding. If you duck when you hit the deck, you'll slide. Being upside down, being airborne. These will all increase the multiplier of your kills. This is the situation that I was talking about. I mean, fucking hell, yeah, alright then. Some hobby. So, gold keys. In this situation, I mean, it's a little bit from column A and a little bit from column B. It doesn't make too much odds. But in this situation where I'm a bit low on gold keys and I've got plenty of silvers, I'd actually go out of my way to use a silver here. This will definitely be a +1 variant. +1 to its mastery. To be fair, it doesn't matter about that anyway. We're not using the broom. So, or maybe I'll use the broom later. It's one of the things that I have started trying to do, is force myself to interact with the hand-to-hand combat of this game. Hello, Fee. No, I had to turn Underdogs off because I've come from the live version, from the beta version of the game to the live version of the game, and it's, like, corrupted my game entirely. I tried. It's no fault of the game, because I know the game's working fine, because, you know, there'll be up in uproar on the old Discord servers if it wasn't working. They usually are if it isn't. And yeah, so does mean that I'm probably going to have to delete my saves, uninstall the game. I'm going to have to uninstall it, reinstall it, and see how we get on. So, but again, now that I know there's a problem, I'll do that in my own time. Hey, look at that. We got a vault. Didn't know. I don't think we were coming up to the boss already. I can't remember. I mean, memory is not my strong suit. Well, actually, we should be alright here. We should get lots of keys from the... I still call it a vault. It's actually... the now branded as the Infinite Corridor. Phantom Thief. This is your big time friend, but we're going to go for paid violence. I think what I was experiencing on the last stream, paid violence was a bug, in that sometimes the money was showing up, other times it wasn't, and I believe that has now been fixed. It's those yellow ones. You can see that the keys actually drop from them, as well as souls and money. Right. Yeah, these corridors are where you get to do some big leveling up. Red Valentine? Yeah. Oh, should get 5 finger though, because our mana cost is ridiculous at the moment, but Red Valentine. There we go. Lovely. Perfect. Just got to prep. Just remember, Vaughn, you're not locked in with them. You're not locked in with them. No, no, no. They're locked in with you. You're the deadly one. You're the dangerous one. You got your magic, you'll be fine. We do, on that note as well, we do need to, see, here we go. Right, so let me try and show you what I'm talking about as far as blood magic is concerned. All I'm doing, cast, drop, 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 cast, drop. There are baddies, but they either are in a ambush, or if they're either an ambush or a challenge, and we should get to see both. Should. Right, I will use gold keys for these on this occasion. As I said, we should be getting lots of keys. Paid violence, yes please. And what is Unholy doing for us here? It's just the paid violence side of things, so Mana Thief isn't all that good. Packed Lunch isn't bad. I can't remember. Yeah, Exploding Bodies isn't too bad, but then it also damages enemies, and that's hits that we could be doing. So, just by going cast, drop, cast, drop, cast, drop, we got ourselves the maximum style. 3,900 and 130 is the new maximum, because I've put souls into this run. Just to confuse people. Normally, it's 3,100 is your maximum, and the amount of style that you want to be aiming for is 60,000. We don't need a water. Increased damage during overheat by 20. No. All of these are costing mana. That one isn't costing mana, so I'll take that. So, it's part and parcel of now you're having to be a lot more careful with what you take when you want it, and what you don't, what you take because you have to. There's been plenty of times where I've taken power-ups which are absolutely useless to me and won't do me any favours. I can't smush. Won't do me any favours, but are going to increase the general mana of the actual weapon system, and you've got to avoid those, as we just did. Those weren't good choices, but I went for the even worse choice because it didn't cost us any additional mana. Again, note how I am clearing out. You don't need to worry about the blue ones in the infinite corridor, because the red ones are already spawned. But if you can take them out at a distance, it just stops them KOing you if we get ambushed. And you can tell you're going to get ambushed because as soon as you step into the room, you get these red doors up. So, let's try it again, shall we? Oop. Blood, drop, blood, drop, blood, drop, blood, drop, blood, drop, blood, drop, blood, drop. Let's go and check out our handiwork. Drop, blood, throw a little bit, blood, drop, blood, drop, blood, drop. I do believe my work here is done. And they're good enough, as long as you can get the mana cost down a little bit, they're good enough to just drop on the floor and absolutely eviscerate the level for you. And not only that, they actually get you a decent style score. As you can see, that's just over the 60,000, so we get the new maximum, which is 39 and 130 because of the upgrade that we did to the run at the start. And I've got so many souls, I don't know what to do with them all at the moment, so maybe we will do a little bit of sword play. I've been forcing myself to actually start using hand-to-hand combat weapons, but there are some things that we need before I start embracing that. With the infinite corridors, never leave. Oh, so this was a infinite corridor on schedule. That purple tells me that going through that portal will be a boss. And you always get an infinite corridor before the boss. So, yeah, memories. But never, ever exit to the boss. Always go and have a look at the shop. Now, as I've been educating Von, depending on how you are playing the game, you should try and spend as little of your money as possible. Oh, that's good to see. That was a 45%. There's all of our souls back for the run. And more blood magic. Lovely. Forbidden knowledge is a fantastic and very powerful thing, but we're going to keep pushing Red Valentine. And Red Valentine. And Phantom Thief. 62 goes down to... $62 goes down to 58, and the more of these we put on, the less and less this will become. Bear in mind as well, we have just upgraded it so that it's doing a lot more, and you'll already see that that's touching my mana less per cast, which means I should be able to get those off with a decent amount of mana left. That's good. That's very good. Right, let's just make sure we haven't missed any chests. Been there. Don't think we did. Nope. But yeah, so with these, always leave through the yellow, because the yellow is a shop visit. And if you are in the early days of your runs, you might be struggling. Now, my advice to level up to the max within these sort of games, and specifically Hellsweeper, is do not spend your money. The more money you have, and also souls, that's what that one below it is, those are soul coins, this one here. The more money and souls you have, they are then multiplied by a multiplier at the end of a chapter, i.e. after you beat the boss, and they all get converted, they get taken away from you and get converted to souls for you to actually spend. Now, there are a couple of exceptions that I always make myself. Jade keys. Jade keys aren't usually that expensive, and they're worth the equivalent of, if you use them correctly, 3 gold keys. I'll usually have a quick look at a refresh as well, because that doesn't cost that much. Maybe we'll do one more, and we've got another jade key. Lovely job. So that's worthwhile doing. Now, the other reason why I keep my... Oh, we haven't got it. That's why. Oh, I better be careful here. I thought I had gilded boots. That's something that I have on my loadout, but of course we haven't come in with our loadout. The system that I was telling you to make the most souls out of the game plies up very nicely with what I think is the best blessing in the game, which is gilded boots, and that is the more money you have, the more shields you are given. When you get enough money within the game, shields basically mean that you can't be killed, and that it raises higher and higher the more money you have. So the best way to get souls in this game dovetails very nicely with the fact that, let's get to the boss. I can talk in the loading screens. Dovetails very nicely with the fact that you can get... Yeah, the money dovetails very nicely, and that gives you the maximum amount of souls, and dovetails nicely in the fact that it keeps you shielded, which then just basically stops you dying. Corruption. Oh, good. I don't think I got to show off corruption last time, but so we can do again. We'll do a little bit of prep. One of the benefits of blood magic and the evil host is that this one... I'm getting miscasts now. Is that because I'm doing it too quick? It is. There we go. Right, that's enough of those out. And then we'll drop some of these. One of the benefits of the blood hosts is they'll actually damage the rings of corruption because they are physical hits. But the way that you destroy this boss is you do enough damage to him to get into that point where his ring is glowing. Giggity. And then you simply shoot said ring. You should see my ghosts... Oh, they're not doing anything, that's why. When you see this red, stay away. When you see the blue, get close. Simple as that. Drop some more of these. Red, so we go away. Blue, so we get close. He has a nasty habit of doing one after the other, so you have to be careful. You have to be quick. Doesn't matter if you get in, he does them together as well, which is nasty. Doesn't matter too much if you get hit once with them, but depending on your life situation or how leveled up or not your character is, it can kill you. Believe you me, it can kill you. And we'll get this over with before I die. Nice one, Stumpy. See you later. Not bad. That's half of what we really need. But for a boss, that's not too bad. So, and again, a lot of these things I will be explaining. This sounds a lot better than it actually works out of being. Allows a reroll of traits or blessings per level. Because it doesn't seem to reset all the time, and I don't know if that's a bug or not, but we'll find out. So, now that we've killed the boss, you will see we have 36,023 coin. We have 2,151 souls. Oh, so it's increased beyond that as well. So it might be everything that you collected, which might mean, again, there's testing that I need to do. But the way that it works is this plus this, and then there is a multiplier here, which then converts that to souls that you can spend. And that is literally as how it is. Okay, why... Ah, okay. The reason why it showed 36,023 is because it had already done the calculation as I entered the level, so it was just a graphic showing me. So, your money plus your souls go through this multiplier and then give you an actual amount of souls. This is not what I got for doing the run. No. Or for the first act. This is my total souls. Everything that I have. And I'm playing... and I'm playing Hellsweeper. So the other things to note as well, and this is really important if you are just starting on this game, when you have completed an act, if a weapon has gone all the way around the outside with the blue, which I'm going to do a video on it, but I'm going to struggle because I can't show that off anymore. But when the goes blue all the way around the outside and then has an arrow, I think in this bottom right hand corner, that means that the level is ready to the weapon is ready to level up. God, words are hard tonight. So the arrow means that it's ready to level up. If you do not rest at the hall and go and spend your souls to rank that weapon up, any more experience that you gain for that weapon will not count. So you need to keep on top of weapons that are at their level and ready to be leveled up, otherwise you are doing yourself a disservice. Again, it's something that I think I've seen a lot of people say that this game is an incredibly long grind and it takes so long to do, and I think one of the big reasons is that it took me, I mean, bear in mind I've played and I know the odd tip and trick here and there, and I think it took me 10 runs. One of those was an unlimited run, and I think I got about 20 nodes in, and then I'd maxed everything weapon wise. So it doesn't actually take you that long. I was playing at the higher difficulty, so if you weren't doing that, you could probably double that number of runs. But, you know, 20 successful runs to have everything unlocked to maximum capacity is pretty good, I think. All right, let's drop some of these bad boys. And we'll see the fruits of my labour, as it were, in just a moment. You see them swarming here, and then they'll they'll just seek out and destroy. I need to be careful here. I almost died. Run away. It's because I haven't got my precious shields. That's why. Oh, and also, check it out. If something's going to get me killed tonight, it's the floor is fucking lava. What a horrible, horrible trait. I would go out of my way to actively avoid that, even if it cost me souls, money, anything. Because the floor is lava is a dick of a trait in this game. However, this is the first level since we've come back, so there's not a lot I can do about it. I didn't get a choice here. I'm dead? Ooh. No, I won't show. Oh, I could do. Could show you a trick if you die. Fucking floor is lava. If you quit before the loading screen goes to the next step, I hate the floor is lava. It's such a killer. In the single player, if that happens and you quit before it loads the end loading screen, so this is something else that can help you get your level ups as well. Then what should happen... Did I do it quick enough? There we go. Extreme Act 2. Node A, upside down. We get to go again. Lava floor is the worst power. There's ways around it. You can just do a lot of wall running. I was trying to extract... I mean, I wanted to show you guys a good example of what you could do if your run ends prematurely or abruptly. Can't do that in multiplayer. And the thing is, you don't usually die that often in the game. Right, I'll tell you one thing we weren't doing. Now, we should have the mana to not have to worry about quick casting this. Let's prep the level, now that we know that there's floor is lava is the effect. And... oh, I haven't got any others, have I? Okay. Now, let's make a point of not dicking around. Apologies, I'm upside down, I know. Come back for him later. Fucking floor is lava. You dick! Have all my blood balls already gone? They have. Alright, let's get some of these down. And this is the beauty of blood magic and these blood balls, is I can kind of not have to worry about the level. Just drop these as I'm wall running or trying to stay in the air. You can't go upside down with the levitation, but I'm glad that you're already wanting to go upside down, Kim. This is a good thing. My other student doesn't want to. Alright, bear with. If you go, you don't need levitation to be able to go upside down. All you need to do is go into the options. Look how I'm taking this level serious all of a sudden. If you go into the options and turn it on, that's all you have to do. And then all that you'll then happen... let's get those out of the way as well. They probably weren't doing us any favours. All you have to do is leap and put your hands in the air. And then depending on your direction of travel, you will turn upside down. So for instance, I got hit then, or, well, I didn't get hit, I got, like, pushed by an enemy. So if I'm going forwards, I'll do a front flip. If I'm going sideways, I'll kind of do like an air cartwheel. You don't even need levitation to levitate. You just need the hang time power up for that. Come on. Now, our style will be really good after this. And you know how I'm always ribbing on the ice magic? There's a good reason, because it's not very powerful. But ice magic on enemies is absolute killer, because it increases their durability a shit ton. If you destroy those icicles on the enemies, you can actually kill them a lot quicker. But we're not too bothered about killing quickly. We're bothered about hits. And you can see my blood magic doing the business here now. And all I'm doing, casting blood magic, dropping the orbs to the floor. You are good at keep teaching fun. Everyone's got their strengths. Might just not be on Hellsweeper. Taught me on, what's it called? On the mining game. Cave Digger. Didn't you? That was you. I didn't know how to play that game until I started playing it with you, so there you go. Not rubbish teacher. Good teacher. Good librarian. Normally, if I had my shields on right now, I wouldn't have to do all of this jumping about. And I mean, I like jumping about and everything. I like jumping about a lot, actually. But I gotta think of you lot. Right? To be fair, it was almost lost on me. One of the things that I will say that was really funny about lava, the floor is lava, and I think we all complained about it, is the floor is lava is such a twat of a map modifier. But these devs made it so that it carried on whilst you're at this stage. So like whilst you're trying to loot chests, bam, bam. It was fucking horrible. Anyway, right. What we got? What you got for me? More blood magic, good. Forbidden knowledge, yes. Red Valentine, maybe. We need to start reducing our mana cost. I haven't got shields, that's the problem. Or I haven't got shields at the moment. Normally, if I did... So the kind of run that I'm doing is why I don't have shields. Let's just have... I thought I had auto-reload. Let's just put auto reload on and discount. I'm probably not gonna use the rifle. Ooh, mana thief, maybe I will. Right. Yeah, when you play the game, I've got 10 pests, that's all I really need. And it's different from the pistol run that we did the other day. I really like the pistols in this game, I must admit. Here's so we're out of gold keys. This is the only time that you should use jade keys. These are not. Increase fire rate by 40% but reduce damage. That's not bad. And what did that say? Hello, Thrix. I thought that was you. How we doing, dude? Let's go. Oh, this is on the sword. Let's go. Ooh, Phantom Limb. When holding a weapon, a nearby weapon of the same type will be levitated. Yep. And Phantom Limb. Yep. And we just need the ability to make it so that levitation... Let's re-roll that one. Levitation doesn't cost us anything. Yeah, not quite the game that I was hoping to play tonight, but, you know... I couldn't get underdogs working because... various reasons. Right, let's get the last Libertarian. That's then finished. Let's go for discount. And so one of the things that I will do as a general course when I'm powering up my weapons now, I didn't have to think about it quite as much as previously, but now they've changed it. You do have to. And you want to be basically defaulting to discount unless the ability is kind of game-changing. And even if it's game-changing, you've got to ask yourself, well, hang on a second. Is that going to make it so that I am out of mana all the fucking time? Oh, I can't. Don't think I've got a way to destroy those. That's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 5 million style points, people. 5 million. That's about 404,940,000 style points more than I needed. Brilliant. So the way that you avoid getting the floor is lava normally is you check here, and if you see a little puddle, a little red puddle, you fuck that off. So totem's not a bad shout. I don't want to do another infinite corridor because they take ages. I'd like to get a run finished tonight, so we'll do that one. We do want more 5-finger discounts. Once we have met the condition for the forged item, we're more likely to get offered this. I think there's always a chance, but we're more likely to get offered it. And this is another problem that I found with reroll, is you don't get one reroll per level. I think, or one reroll per level, you get one reroll per act. So if that is the case, A, it's a rubbish power-up all of a sudden, and B, they need to change it so that that's, you know, so it is known. Was there another chest that we didn't get? I think we got them all. Yes. Yes. Yeah, on the... I can't remember who said they were getting this right now sort of thing. I mean, it's well worth the price. I think this is one of the few games out there that is worth the asking price. But then these days we never have to pay the asking price as long as you can find someone who has a 25% discount. Now, what you may or may not be aware of is for 25% discounts, if you find someone who's got a code now, normally it wasn't a problem. You could just use those codes as many times as you wanted. Now you can only use somebody's discount code 3 times. So if you can't find a code and you've tried mine, which is in the description, ask in here and someone will happily give you a discount code. I'm sure. Because they make a bit out of it and you get 25% off. At 25% off of the full price of this game is well worth it. Anyway, right. Let's prep. The only problem with blood magic here is that it will destroy the totems, and that stops us. Ooh, almost died then. That will stop us, like, harvesting the level of style, because I've got to stay on the level at least a little while. Look at those evil hosts doing me proud. Little blood ghosts in there as well, a blood ghost action. You might actually see a little bit of slow time happening here as well. Yeah, that's just part of blood magic. Slow time is definitely a thing. There are a lot of assets on screen right now, let me tell you. You know what, my quick casts aren't working quite as often. Oh god, that hurt. Should be all the totems done. This is. You don't need to worry about falling off the level either. If I remember rightly, it does do you a little bit of damage, but by the time you respawn, Jesus, he was a bit feisty, wasn't he? By the time you respawn, host. They're a blood host. Everywhere a blood host, blood host. But yeah, so if you're not very good at doing the combined casting of blood magic, just level up into bloody ghosts. Just drop those. They'll do the work for you. Like, each one of those that I'm dropping is shedding 6 of those, and they are quite damaging, and they'll absolutely wreck it for you. They have a radius into which they will home into things. So the enemies need to come to you, but the beauty of this game is most enemies actually do. So if they are floating around doing nothing, it's usually because there aren't any enemies close enough, and then as soon as they close in on you, they go gangbusters. The other benefit of them as well is, unlike the blood hosts, they don't actually chop up the totems. They will, if they have to go through them to get an enemy, they will destroy them. But the blood hosts kind of do the same as well, but the enemies kind of hang around the totems. Long story short, blood ghosts are a lot less likely to kill the totems before you're ready for them to be killed. Oh, hello, we can save some more gold keys here. Lovely. Jade is the equivalent of 3 golds. No more, no less. But they are well worth it because, you know, it's basically the equivalent of 3 golds as long as you use it on 3 locks. 3 lock chests every time. And you should. There's no reason why you shouldn't. I don't really need any of these things. Paranoia will take because that's quite a cool power up. Paranoia allows me now to pull backwards and push forwards, and I think I can... Oh no, I can't do up. I can pull backwards now with my blast wave, so I can hold trigger and press forward to push everything away, or break shields. Or now, because I've got Paranoia, I can pull backwards. Not you! Not you! Pull backwards and it draws things towards me. A very useful skill for what little hand-to-hand combat I've been doing. And we've got Doggo. Probably shouldn't I? Duality of dogs? Yes. Hey! Got me a veritable pack of dogs. So if you... I think I showed this off last time. But yeah, and they'll literally just come into the level. They're basically blood host, but by a different name. Maybe you guys will get used today. Maybe. You can get them to... I think I showed it off last time. Don't know who will grab it, but... Anyone else? No? Okay, well, the red ones won't grab guns, but these ones will, so that's nice. Anyway, right, let's see what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 times more in style than we actually needed. But again, much better to have loads more than you need than not enough. Yes. Oh, this one's another pain in the arse of a modifier. This one is Meteor Rain, which is basically, if you stand still too long, meteors will rain down on you. So, yeah. Bubbles is also another pain in the arse. Loads of little poisonous bubbles everywhere. And if you jump into them, or the enemies shoot them, or you shoot them, they blow up and create massive mist clouds, and it's fucking horrible. Floor is lava and meteors? Fuck off. No. 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 Ugh. Ugh. Okay, well, I'll just show you Meteor Rain on its own. It's not as bad, or I don't remember it being as bad as Floor is Lava, but, you know, the day is but young. There is still time. Let me just have a look on the old battery. Halfway. I'll just do a quick battery swap. I won't be a second. So have England lost yet then? I assume they have. That's what we do. And all blighty. But yeah, I'll it's one of the, again, it's another one of those things that I didn't pay enough attention to. It is all there, but it gets all of these extra map modifiers get added. Oh, 1-0. Cheers, Sarah. It's a thing where as you are playing the game, these map modifiers get added. As they get added, if you're going to play the game a lot, start getting familiar with what the symbols are. You don't need to worry about the ones that you don't mind. You need to make sure you worry about the ones that you do mind. I would recommend staying away from the bubbles one, stay away from the floor is lava, definitely, and stay away from the meteor rain one, because they can all be run enders, basically. As you've already seen tonight, I took floor is lava with a grain of salt and got my ass handed to me, but it was all for the purposes of being able to demonstrate what to do if you are quick enough and your run is ended. That's why I died. If anybody wants to question that, you can write me a strongly worded letter, because it's the truth. This is a great level for our blood hosts, because I can get a lot of these out and they'll just go off and do our thing for us. If we try and stay away from the totems, then we should be okay. This one, because there's no threshold, it's very difficult to see where... Oh, God. Oh, he hit me hard. I'm not used to taking damage. I've usually got my shields on. I'm usually used to being stupid OP. But yeah, you can die. Again, you don't see me do it, but believe you me, you can die so quickly in this game. It is not funny. In fact, we might have to stop pissing around here on that note. There's the meteors. I think that's what happened, actually. We got hit by a meteor. Right? Hey, what can I say? I'm a man of the chat. Man of the people. Alright, that'll do. Oh, God. Even at this level of play, again, without shields, those totems will fuck you up. They take about a quarter. Oh, there's another fucking chunk. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get away from me! Right, we need to lure them all over here. And then we need to get that totem. Well, this is all because of the fucking meteor rain. Look at that bastard. Just fucking drops on your head and like halves your health. Bastard. Let's get some of those down. Come on, fire. There we go. Have a nasty habit of sometimes not actually casting when you hit the floor with them. I think it's because there's too many assets on screen at a time, and the game does a bit of a shit. So, yeah. Whew, we made it. Easy. All part of the plan. Now, we have got a lot of gold keys, but we're out of jades, so we'll just use a silver on that. It was only a sword anyway. It's just, basically, it's the difference between +1 and +2. But if you save your golds for anything more than 2 locks, you will get a +3. This is always cool. I didn't get a chance to show this off last time. But if you have a sword, and then another sword, if you scrape one down the other, it puts them both on fire. And that's the equivalent of you imbuing them with the fire element, which is really cool. And if the doggos are paying attention... we can give the doggos swords as well. There we go. Steady on. He just fucking severed it, him. Absolutely severed him. We should really be summoning the doggos. That's a bit stupid not to. They'll just make our life easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 million odd style. It's a waste. So, but when you end up having to take longer on the levels than you intend, and you're still... That should show you everything that I'm talking about as far as blood magic is concerned. I'm not trying to kill, or even I'm not going upside down. I wasn't doing any sort of style. I was literally just getting my ass handed to me, wasn't I? Can I have the... Oh, okay, I can't have it back then. Yeah, I haven't got my crutches on. I haven't got my gilded boots on, so no shields. You can, like, helicopter-wise, you can't... I can't... I haven't got the levitation skill yet, so I can't levitate these. Hopefully, I'll get them later. Doggo, doggo-ish. Off we go. And go, my pretties. Kill, kill. I like to, in these totem levels... I know, right? Look at that. Move on, memory. In these totem levels, I like to kill all of them. And then stay as far away from the last one as possible. And the reason being is because then if you take like bad hits like I just did then, you can potentially end the level quite quickly without getting your ass handed to you. Dogs, you're supposed to be protecting me, yeah? God, I'm really getting my ass handed to me. It's because I have no health upgrades either. Stupid idea, was it? I think we'll just end this now, you know. And just hope we got enough style. Right, that's almost ready to die. Let's just try and get that extra bit of style down. Because this should just kill them without me having to... Look at that. It's so beautiful. Really is. Doggo's still going. Notice the blood ones are not here anymore. So they're obviously quite weak as... helpers. Oops. Ow. Put your blood in, your blood ghosts out. Blood in, blood out, shake it all about. Probably shouldn't sing. Right. This is what we're saving all the golds for. Gold, gold. Get out of the way. Look at this. Get out! Stop! Stop it! No! Dog, whatever it is that you're doing, stop it. You are not helping. Go over there. Go. Fucking dogs. 90th minute. Fucking dogs. Right, hopefully I'll be able to show off as well. Wide scale's not bad, but it does cost extra mana. So, gold bullets, or gold anything, should, when I pop this, at least one of these should be either attachments or forged items, i.e. the yellow ones. I think it might only just be a chance, but I think this is part of that chance now, because you don't always get, like, I'm being offered the shotgun and a barrel, but it does increase the mana cost by a lot. I'm probably not going to use it, so let's just pop laser sight on, and one that doesn't cost mana, outsource materials, and So yeah, I think so. What it was previously when you picked a gold one up, so that might have changed then. When you picked a gold one up previously, you were offered a forged item or a forged upgrade of some description. It looks like that has now changed. So I think you'll be more likely to be offered a forged item if you have the components to make said forged item. Otherwise, as you'll see, I'm getting offered a lot of the uncommon power-ups and the attachments, which are more rare than this. You don't usually see this, so this is what gold bullets are doing for us, or what gold things are doing. Let's take sweat and iron because it doesn't have a mana cost associated with it. Don't know why I'm doing that. You ain't been listening. Really missing the powers of levitation. The other problem that I've got as well, because I haven't got built gilded boots. Oh, that's actually quite a rubbish score. Oh no, it wasn't. It's 450. Okay, that's quite a lot over what we needed. Yes, you. Oh, bubbles and meteors. No, no, no. That one's not bad. That basically means that you will get all the same type of enemies. Depending on what level that you get, that can be extremely profitable for you. The enemies that have the... see if I can find one. Or the corpse of one. These guys. Is it these guys? No, not those guys. There was definitely one... oh, hold on. Just have a quick snack. There was definitely... oh, I thought there was. Maybe there wasn't. The guys that have the shells, they actually, when you kill them, drop gold and souls, regardless of any power-ups or any bits and pieces that you might have. So they're actually quite valuable. And if you get a level where it has that, that means all the same enemy kind. And if you get that one selected, you are quids in. You get a lot of money out of that. We're not doing that one. It's looking like doggo. This is lightning enemies. And it is wave. So that's not too bad. We just have to try and stay alive, basically, whilst we kill things. Hellbound learns to pick up objects. Increase the weapon damage bonus by 20. Fly again. Hellhound learns aerial attacks. Yes. Yes, let's have him do that. Well, I feel like we're cracking on a lot more than last time. Last time we were barely anywhere when I was streaming it because I was showing off loads. Now we're almost finished. Hey! Right. Doggo. Infuse with blood. Go, go, doggo. Have guns. No, hang on. Hang on. Or maybe those blood ones are, have that. Ooh, can I make you eat bullets? I can make the dog eat bullets. Look at that. Oh, you stupid dog. Yeah. Oh, come on now. Come on, do it. Have you all got guns? Right, everyone's got a gun. Good. Excellent. I know what you're thinking. With all these summons, how could I possibly die? Well, I haven't got shields. So it could happen. Those guys. If whilst your blood hosts are out there, or even the blood ghosts, evil hosts or blood ghosts are out there doing the job for you, if you were to jump, you'll increase your multiplier by 2. If you are to go upside down, as they're doing the work for you, you'll increase your multiplier to 4. So this, when you get blood magic, is a good time to learn to start doing upside down, because you can just concentrate on actually going upside down and just staying Yeah. What the hell are they doing? Take some damage. Yeah, so you can concentrate on just going upside down as opposed to actually having to do anything, whilst your various things do all the work for you, and then you reap the rewards of the style. And that goes for any weapons as well. So like whilst these, as I've said previously, whilst these are flying around, if I am in the air, those are all 2 times the style. And if I stay in the air, which is reasonably easy to do, and then if I flip, it'll be times 4. Everything dead yet? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Oh. Are you actually invisible, or are you just a glitch? You look like a glitch. Nice. Maybe he was invisible, I don't know. 16 left. See doggos there casting various shit. Magic, people. And this is the easy version of it as well. And as I said, so you unlock blood magic. You get it up to, I think it's actually on maximum level, where you get a skill called Devil's Trigger. You may be, once you've got to maximum level, you may be offered in, like I was quite lucky to get Devil's Trigger at the very start. What Devil's Trigger allows you to do is summon blood magic as balls. Normally, the way that you do it is if you... Hello, Mikal. I don't have any left, mate, unfortunately. That was the last stream, I'm afraid. But, hey, don't ask, don't get. But on this occasion, don't get. The one thing that I will say is, having spoken with the developers, they're basically like, fuck me, 4 hours? How do you sound so enthusiastic about our game after 4 hours? We can barely manage 2. I'm like, well, what can I say? Amateur professional streamer, what can I say? Or professional amateur. One of the two. But again, you know, it was a silly, not silly, but it was a nice statement to hear, but for me it was like, yeah, right, don't they though? Hey, look, I'd be happy being silent and playing this. Well, that's a lie. I wouldn't be silent, but I can turn my microphone off, you know, give you all a rest. But then you'll complain. Then I'll be like, I'm worried, I haven't heard Rob for a very long time. So I can't win. Can't win. Just can't win, so I won't try. There you go, 1 million odd style points just by having a couple of blood hosts, some doggos, and casting. And so as I said, when you've got it... Ooh, are we that far already? We are that far already. Lovely. And it's a good idea to try and go for souls, but only when they're in the hundreds, and you will get offered that, but usually in chests. You are better off sustaining your run than getting a pissy number of souls. But then, you know, that could be the number of souls that you need to, you know, level up a thing. And I've said to try and stay efficient. So, those doggos are actually lasting, which is surprising. But yeah, normally, the way you get blood magic is you have to pick up the crystals that you will see enemies drop. I think they're supposed to be like their hearts or something. And then you hold trigger whilst you have one in your hand. And that creates a blood ball. When you have, or blood magic orb, when you have the magic up to the level that I have it at, you can pick this as a skill, fittingly called Devil's Trigger. I mean, I could ask for Silver Tongue Devil's trigger, but it's a bit of a mouthful. An STD trigger, it just doesn't have the same rig, does it? That's a different kind of magic. So once you've got that, blood magic becomes very, very powerful. Oh, I thought something had happened then that I haven't seen happen before. I thought I was getting ambushed in a room that has a challenge in it. I haven't seen that, and I've played a lot. Again, because this is a challenge room, which we'll do the challenge in just a moment, before you start the challenge, don't make work life hard for yourself. Clear the room. Clear the room of every totem. Normally, the totems in the infinite corridors do not change, but as a general policy, just fucking clear your areas, because it'll only get you killed if you don't. And if you do it every time the same way, you'll always do it. Right. That's just going to get us some extras. We don't even need the discount skill for that, but I don't want to take things that are, again, adding to my mana. Or if they are adding to my mana, I don't want them adding by much. Don't know what the point of. I suppose it's when you're using enemy weapons. Pet food. Decrease. Oh, I hated the slugs. So for those of you who don't know, there were little slugs around the level. They were great for styling on. They actually had quite a decent amount of life, and they were independent from the enemies on the level. So at the end of a level, or at the beginning, you could summon lightning and electrocute them, and you could pretty much get half of your style score out of one. It was really good. Increase companions' health by 15. Hellhound become immune to knockback effects. Yeah, or is it that one? Decrease movement range of your companion by 30%. Increase damage. No, I don't want you increasing damage. Little Chonker. And Hellhound learns to pick up objects. Yeah, why not? That'll save me having to give her anything. Gain 50% damage bonus when Hellhound is out. No, we want to keep our damage down. And might as well get this. I'm not using the broom, and it doesn't even need... You can't even level it up. Again, it's been a while, but I think the way that you unlock the broom is... Yeah, Von, have you got the broom as a thing that you can summon? Has it come across in the level? You always get the broom during your run from Treachery. But I don't know if that's the unlock condition for the broom or not. I honestly can't remember. It's been a while. Now I'm getting nothing but brooms. Let's go Forbidden Knowledge. Again, deeper understanding of the evil host allows it to linger 40% longer. This costs us no extra mana for blood magic. It's another reason why it's so goddamn good. Now it's up to 120%. And there it is, Mana Thief. That's 2. And let's skip that. And it doesn't matter what we put on this. I'll just put whatever comes up, because I'm not using it. There we go. Now, because we've managed to get 2 Mana Thieves. Yeah, it used to be called Mana Thief. Now it's Phantom Thief. Anyway, so now look at how that's like halved the mana cost of blood magic, which now means I should be able to do that. And look at that blue bar, and that's 2 at a time. And look at this, I can even fly around for at least 2 seconds with this out. That is incredibly powerful as well, I might add. That's why it absolutely canes your magic. I'll probably be able to even do the beams for a little while, and that's dual. So that just goes to show you how little mana you... I mean, we haven't got a bad mana stat. Oh, yeah, 500. That's not bad at all. We haven't got amazing mana. Like, we're not in the thousands, but we're still able to cast quite well. That's good, that. We should be alright to use gold here. There should be lots of golds in the level. I'll tell you one thing I'm not doing. I am not using the sword until I get shield. So I did like this upgrade though, where you can stab forward and it thrusts you. The other thing with swords is if you do like a sweep up motion, you then launch up with the enemy, and then if you hit them, you stay there, and you can like combo them whilst you're in the air. Awesome amounts of style, looks good, feels good. You like your Devil May Cry, you're gonna fucking love that. Except it's a challenge. Oh, I should have prepped. Should have prepped. If I die, it's my stupid fault. Doggos. Go, my pretties. Kill. Kill. Hey, look. Hey, look. He brought me a hand. Good boy. Thanks. Where did you even find this? Oh, so when I give you the ability to pick up stuff, that just means that you become normal dogs and start picking up fucking everything. Brilliant. Not the style that we needed. About 2/3. Ooh, that's good though. Come on, Gilded Boots. Oh, well, that's not too bad. Forgotten Gravity. Because of my class, I'm able to do more jumps. Normally you only get 2 before you need to land. I'm up to 4. If I put this on, I can now go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a sequential jump ability. I think we had it up to 6 on the last stream. And it can go infinite as well. Technically, you could have as many jumps as you'd want. So, maneuverability, if you want to do that, is not a problem in this game. Always check up here, because. And it's like, normally in games, I absolutely love looting. And I don't talk about it enough in Hellsweeper, and I think the reason being is it's just so damn convenient and all done really well that I don't know, it just breezes by and I get to make all of my choices. There's still some things that need to be sorted out with the UI, like it's not quite, it like follows my hand but then also where I'm pointing, and it's quite weird at times. But I can live with it. I'm used to it now. But, yeah. It should be, I think it should be just zoomed a little bit further back and just stay within the player's gaze. But then the problem is you look right and you look left and it does that. So I don't know. It's somewhere like it, but not quite. Hellhound's projectile will explode. Yeah, okay. And Hellhound learns to pick up objects. You've already got that, so we'll increase health. I can put additional ones of those on, but let's try and go for new effects. Oop. So most of these like big linking rooms, most of these big linking rooms are ambush sites, and so you want to peek and destroy the things, because this is very tight confines when you get in here, and that may be part of the reason why if you are dying to these ambushes, it's never just the enemies, it's also all the other shit. And then we can also, just in case it is, prep the room a little bit. It is, because the walls have gone down. As soon as you see those walls down, you start prepping whatever magic it is that you have. Almost died to something then, I don't even know what it was. Good job! What is all of this? I don't remember throwing any of this down. There you go. 200,000 style points. Not a massive amount of effort, bit of jumping around and a lot of blood magic. Happy days. This is quite good, but I don't really see the point of it. End your current run escaping with all of your collected loot. Well, as long as you make it to the end of the chapter, then you get most of your collected loot anyway. And if you're on chapter 3 and you complete the boss, then you get it all anyway. But this is nice if you're finding it really tough going, I suppose. But I suppose it's just a bit useless to me. Doggos. Doggos are doing alright. Can we have more? There we go. Let's tidy up. We need some more golds to be able to maximize that chest. Because I think that was the... Nope, that's not the exit up there. And yeah, thanks, Von. I did change my battery earlier. This is one of the beauties of these new batteries is... I don't... As long as I've charged the batteries, I don't actually have to worry about stream battery again. And normally that has been a constant struggle and problem for me when I'm streaming, and something that I've had to make accommodations and adjustments for, but no longer. But long story short, even if my headset was like had discharged and I was only able to put like 5-10% on before coming on live, the battery would keep my headset charged and actually charge it up whilst in use and whilst streaming. So good stuff. There's a 3, 2, and we've got a 3 to go back for as well. Pet food, that increases their health, and hefty meal increase companions' health by 50%. That's because we've got enough of those, i.e. we've collected 3, there's a chance that we will be offered the forged variant, which is just a rarer one. Previously, it used to replace... it takes away 1. Or did that take away them all? Oh no, it took them all away. It wasn't doing that previously, and they've actually sorted that out now. Good. And so yeah, the forged one... I do want to use that, but let's get top level rapier. So if I am going to use it, I will get that as well. So I now have the ability to, not that I'll use it, but if I hurl my sword at an enemy and it sticks in, I'll then teleport to them and you can pull it out and do some cool stuff. Anyway. Ooh, actually, here's a thing. Can I can chop you up, but I can't gib you. Damn. There you go. That's exactly the amount of points that we want. Just over 60,000. So that is neither a waste nor not enough. These rewards we don't need to worry about. They won't add modifiers. It's only the end of level ones that do that. Paid violence. Yes, please. Like to be paid for all my violence. So that paid violence one that I'm going for is the ultimate homage and the best companion for blood magic. The one thing that I don't think blood ghosts do that evil hosts do is evil hosts dismember. And what... Let's just prep before we go in. And then worst case scenario, I prepped for the ambush. It's usually, as I said, these big multi-exit rooms, and there's one other that's just like a simple passageway. If you prep, worst case scenario, you wasted a minute of your time. But, you know, these things stop you dying. Like, that's another trap room. We should get a load of keys in here. Fire magic. It's a bit late in the day, isn't it? I'm not going to use it. Skip. So I've skipped that now. It is part of, again, I'll be doing a short on this. It is now part of my character. If I was leveling this up or just trying to get XP in general, I think, then just put XP as gold on there. You're not going to be casting fire, so you don't need to worry as long as... Show you what I'm talking about. This is my loadout. These are the things that I'm going to be using right here, right now. I can switch to anything that I've picked up at any time, or additionals that are here because of Unholy. But whilst they are, like, I don't know, in my backpack and not part of something that I could cast, I don't care about how much mana I'm getting by putting these on. All I'm caring about is them ranking up. And so that's the best skill to put on if it is offered. I think it would have done it by now. Yep. Action! Ooh, shit. Look, see? Now that I've got my blood magic, I'm being a good boy and I'm not going upside down anymore. Or at least I'm not going upside down very much. And this just all... Oh, come on now. I always find when you're trying to summon magic upside down, it can be a bit of a pain. And I think part of the reason being is because it goes into slow motion. So instead of doing it like that, you're supposed to do it slowly. And more often than not, it'll work. That didn't work very well, did it? That's just a dog toy. Yeah, that's enough. Lovely. So this is how you always want to play, and that way you can maximize your... Shut up! That way you can maximize your money and your souls. And so you always want to play that way, because this will, at the very least, give you more souls. So let's increase that there. Lovely. Purple? Boss? No. Find the yellow. Because we haven't got gilded boots and I don't really need souls, I would be more interested... Is there something this way? Be more interested... Or is this the way we came? This is the way we came. Ooh. Oh, I missed those. It's always worth double checking these as well. You never know when you've missed a route or a little corner, as I just did there. You know, that might not seem like much, but that was 3 keys we potentially missed there. And there was a chest back here somewhere as well. Haven't been this way yet. Nothing there. And as you can see, these areas are pretty huge. Oh, good. A 1, a 2, a 3. Lovely. And gilded boots. Fuck off. Enemies affected by special effects receive 20% more damage. I don't want to do more damage. Become immune to environmental hazards. I think that means things like... knockback and bouncing around. I think you can still be hit by the floor is lava. If that is not the case, then that is one of the best blessings there is. And you only need 1 as well. We don't take that because we don't want additional damage, and we'll take that because I'll skip it and put it in the backpack. And yeah, again, I've already got everything leveled up, so normally I'd just leave that behind. And there's our shop exit. That's what we wanted. Let's just check and make sure we've done all the other bits. And I think there was a chest down here. There was a chest somewhere. I think it might have been right back at the start, in which case I'm not going back. But you should. You really, really should. Nope. Cool. Must be remembering a different one. Where is it? Up here. Nope. Ah, memory. Lovely. Let's take a pop to the shop, shall we? So, if I was after souls, let's say again... I should not spend any money here. Oh, one of the other things that I was told as well that's been re-added, you didn't have the ability to forge traits here anymore. I don't think I've got any that need forging, but let's just check. None of these are forgeable. None of those are either. But yeah, apparently you've got the ability to forge from here again now. That was missing for a spell. So, is there a paid? No, there isn't a paid violence one. And I assumed that the forge ability would come here. Another interesting thing as well, like for instance, Hungry Hollow. Increase the effects of consuming enemy crystals by 20%. I'm not going to use that. Sell it. Don't need it. Silver Core. Increase durability by 1. I don't need Unholy to be durable. Sell it. This is all extra cash. Extra cash leads to more souls at the end based on the multiplier. More souls allows you to rank your weaponry. And blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Fucking expensive. Those are gold variants. But we don't need those because we're not really playing with it. Let's have a couple of reshuffles. See what we get offered. Now the problem that we have is because we've got all of the things that we're using to such a high level, it's asking for ridiculous amounts of money. So, but as you can see, it's asking for lower amounts of money the lower level we are. So, and remember as well, the vast majority of these will only be +1s. I was kind of looking for a stat boost, but I don't want to spend too much. We're on 160,000, so that's not bad. Still might get my ass kicked by savagery here, I'm telling you now. Extremes and no jokes. Good job I didn't put it on masochistic. Yep, that's savagery, I think. Lovely. So, I have just done a video. Let's see if I can put it into effect, do I? So this is where I do not use blood ghosts. I do not use... I did want to experiment with Doggo because I've been told that savagery goes after Doggo instead of you. But then if Doggo attacks him, it should teleport towards you. That's why I'm going to avoid it for now because I don't really want to test those sort of things whilst I'm trying to win. Oh, fuck me. 2? Concentrate on 1. Because I don't need 2. And now we run. Thankfully, I've got plenty of mana. Another thing, one of the things I missed out on the tutorial is you can shoot him when he is in the air, and you can shoot him when he is throwing rocks. However, as you can appreciate, that's fucking risky. And you fuck that up, and then he starts teleporting at you, and you're dead. So I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, if you're experienced in the game, then fair enough. So that's 1 down. I'm not trying to shoot his armor. I'm trying to shoot him in the body because he goes down about as fast whether you shoot him in the body or the armor. This one's still armored, so we don't need to worry about him doing anything nasty to us. Now that the shots are going blue, that means that it's morphin time. And we just need to stay away. But yeah, when he's in the air, like that, or when you are reasonably close to him, you see that I can shoot him there when he's chucking rocks. But there's a point where if you then shoot him, even though he's chucking rocks, just knock my gun out, man, the prick. Even though he's throwing rocks, he stops at some point being within that animation. And if you shoot him then, he'll start doing his teleport thing. And we don't want that. No thank you, sir. There we go, there's our cue. Now, I could milk the level. And the way to do that would be to do all my summons when he's like that or go after enemies. But Savagery's a fucking risky boss, so I'd rather just get him done. So a lot of the time with bosses as well, you'll find that your style points are really, really low, and that's just because you're expected to farm the bosses of the enemies. Heavy rotation, that's not bad. That might save our life. Gain 15 shields. Decrease maximum number of jumps by 1. Now 15 shields is not enough, but I'd rather have a little bit of shields than none. I could have free rolled that, but so I lose one of my jumps, so we can now go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're back to a quad jump. There is a limit as to how high you can go as well. Found that out a couple of days ago. Right. Money, souls, at now 50% because we are further through the acts. We're in Act 2, so we get 50%, and then I think it goes up to 100% in the next one. Note as well how it's like halved our cash. So it's taken, I think, half of our cash and half of our souls, and then converted it to actual sellable, actual usable soul currency. And if I rested it all now because I had level ups to do, that's what I would spend my souls on doing. Do keep on top of this. It will keep your run going good. Right, the other thing to note as well, it's the changes in chapter, especially at the level that I'm playing at, which isn't even masochistic, it isn't even a top level, where the difficulty spikes are harsh. So you just got to be prepared for them and hope that the floor isn't fucking lava again. Again, there's no way for me to control whether it is or it isn't. Let's pick up objects. No, no. No, I don't want bonus damage. We'll have that one. And then pet food. More health. Good. Doggo! With blood magic. Go! Have guns. Oh, you've already got guns. Good, good lads. Well done. Oh, do you pick them up as well? Hey, look at that. Don't hold the fucking toy, you idiot. Alright, let's get some summons out there. That should be enough. Let's get some of these out there. And because of what I just said, we're going to get this ended quite quickly. But to be fair, we haven't got much of a choice. The way that this level works is enemies killed within this hemisphere or like area of effect are fed to the blood shrine. Oh, he's had a terrible time, he has. They're fed to the blood shrine, and you can, if the level is big enough, you can harvest the enemies, because enemies will spawn infinitely. But as you kill them within this radius, it will then, you know, start ticking up the blood on that, and then the level will end. So if it's a big level, it's a reasonably easy one to farm. Oh, let's go and see if there's another gold key over here. That is a silver key. Boo. Well, we'll put 1 gold in and 1 silver. And what this will do for us is it'll mean the reward that's here will be a +2 or a lower percentage, and the reward that is here will be a +3 or a higher percentage. And that's literally how it works. That one's related to that one's related to that one. Of course, they've swapped round. Stop swapping round! You were that way round before. Huh. I'm sure it was that. Which way around was it? I don't know. They're both +2s though. Weird. He's usually expecting that to be a +3. It might be something to do with the fact that this is the sweeper's brew. Never mind. Never mind. This is one of the things that I do kind of have to worry about with the videos that I'm doing, is they are changing things on this game all the time. I do get like consulted and told and asked in advance before I start doing things, which is nice of them as well, because they don't have to do that, but it's to try and make the tips that I do and then the longer videos evergreen, so that like they're always relevant. I don't think there's anything in a lot of my videos, maybe some of the after the fall ones that I did a long time ago, that may have changed now beyond all recognition. I know one or two things in the UI has changed on Light Brigade. There you go, 451,000. That's good style. Don't need to be anywhere near that much, but it's still good. Ooh, maces. Been playing around with those today, but fuck bubbles. Ooh, mystery. And definitely fuck the floor is lava. Although we do have immunity to effects now. So if we get 3 compact magazines, we should get offered the extra long clip trait, which is less mana and a decent percentage. But yeah. Ooh, not particularly good. This is the one risk, or can be, quite a big risk if you take the levels that are marked question mark. Hello, awful. Not the punchy mechs game you might have been expecting. We had issues. Issues on my part, I believe. Going from the beta game to the live game, and I didn't think to check, and I think everything's been corrupted now, so we'll probably have to start on underdogs again. So, but to be fair, I enjoy that game enough to start that again, and it didn't take too long, and it was fun. I'll just end up streaming it next time. So this is the offerings one. This isn't too bad. The one that is, so this is what I was saying, is taking the rewards that have the question marks can be one of 4 things, I think. I think it can be any of the levels. So it can be one of a lot of things, but there's a chance that it will be an extra infinite corridor, and I think that's worth it. But then if you get the trial of offerings, that means you're going to lose something to gain something. Now, that's the entire reason why I picked up the sweeper's broom, because I have no intention of using that on this run, but I've taken it and leveled it up, and I'll get a better reward because of it. But I could pay money so that I don't have to lose anything, but I believe that is all of our money. Most of our money, if I didn't want to have to sacrifice anything. So there's always choices. I just don't want to have to make them. And the one that's worse than this is roulette, because roulette there'll be a bunch of good traits and a bunch of bad mods. So like floor is lava. Hello, Op. And if you took a gamble on the roulette wheel and got floor is lava, you wouldn't have floor is lava just for the next level. No, no, no. You would have floor is lava for the rest of the game. So, yeah, it really is a gamble on the old roulette side of things. Anyway, let's get rid of this. Sweeper's broom. Bye-bye. Hello. Ooh. Hello, extra health. I'll take that. 10%'s not great, neither's 5, but we didn't really lose anything and we got a little bit more health. So that's not bad. Alright, we got everything here? Yep. So what I was thinking we'll do is we'll finish this run off, and then I want to have a quick look at Ghost Signal as well. Because I remember chatting to you guys previously, and I've watched the streams back. No, you have to. So when you get these things offered to you, Andrew, you have to interact with them. Have to. Oh yeah, yeah. It is. I mean, the thing is, if it's looking as good on the Quest 2 as you're seeing in the stream, then you'll probably be able to appreciate how good it looks for me. It's one of the things that I will say is the game does look really good. It's just watching it because of some of the lower count like polygons and some of the shapes that they've gone for from the background, and just at times the overall color scheme just makes things look a little bit drab. In the headset though, when you're fighting, you do not notice. Believe you me, you do not notice. Are there any more totems? Right, so there are no more totems, so we might as well use our silver keys here. I don't like doing this, but this is what your silver keys are for when you haven't got gold keys, basically. 3 souls, we'll take those. And this... Don't want that, don't want that. What's that one? That one. And yeah, no, I know there's some up there. Now, what I'm going to do, we've got enough weaponry, and I don't need to level anything up. This is one of those things a little bit more advanced. If you're playing through the game and you haven't got everything to maximum, always pick up everything, because you'll just level up your entire arsenal overall, and you kind of want to do that anyway, because that weapon that you really didn't get along with and you didn't like, and it wasn't powerful enough and it wasn't fast enough and it consumed too much mana and blah blah blah, all of those things will change when you level the weapon up, and you'll also get some of those more fancy upgrades for it as well. Like, for instance, I didn't like the mace to begin with, and I fucking love maces in this game, and it was because I had it at basically level 1, and then past level 1 and some of the more advanced skills that you get, it just becomes better, and it's really good. But when I'm at the stage that I'm at, if I take this now, I'm more likely to be offered upgrades for that. Whereas if I leave it there, then it won't be added to my inventory, and so I'm less likely to be offered that again. Less likely. Arsenal. As in the Gunners. Right, and oh, this is a survival. This might actually be quite difficult. So let's get all of the... Let's get all the boys with all the guns. Ooh, I'm at my maximum. Interesting. Oh, good. Meteorites are falling. Now, this one, we just need to run. Again, with things like these levels where you are waiting on a countdown, if you use slow time and start doing the whole upside down thing and using slow, it, you know, it means that obviously the game world is slowed, but it also slows the timer. And we don't want that. We want the timer to go as quickly as possible. Look at my dogs on the roofs just taking shots. Just taking shots. There goes our shield. A never-ending night's a... Ooh, ouch. That hurt, whatever that was. So, this is why I'm a big proponent of shields. Shields, regardless of how many you've got, seem to regenerate back quicker than your life does. And a lot of the time, whilst your life is also regenerating, your shields are covering you. And that's why any amount of shields is a good amount of shields on this game. Uh-oh, those are going to hurt. Stay away from them. These lightning balls that they fire are homing, and they are killers. Fucking look at the size of those meteorites. Just casting them. That's supposed to stop. Hey, you fucking... Duh. Right. The meteorites have stopped. But yeah, there was a time when Mixed Realms thought it was a great idea to have those map effects playing whilst you're, like, you know, looting, collecting your shit, trying to find out what the stone hand's offering. It wasn't fun, to be honest. Wasn't fun. Let's put one there. So this is a 3-er. So middle award, left and right. That should be a 3. +3. This will be a plus... Oh, that one's a +3 as well. Huh. Well, still use golds, but that... Interesting. Maybe that has raised the overall level then. But again, you know, I was told it worked a certain way. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought you'd get much for it. Let's have more Red Valentine. And that one, because it doesn't cost us anything. And Paid Violence. That does cost us mana, actually. Paid Violence. But we're not casting Unholy, so it's fine. Greasy Fingers, because... Oh, no. Oh, that's expensive. Go for one more round, because I'm not using it, and it's cheap. Like the budgie. Did we go for that one? We did. Nothing in there. How do we do style? 2,789,000, almost 3 million on style. That's a waste. How can I do that? How can I do that, Op? Oh, what? Put it on through the computer or something? What are we looking for? No. Is that oh, that's super armor. Meteorites and fire enemies. Lightning and fire enemies. Flame and lightning. I want that one, but I can't remember what... I think that's just armored enemies, which just means that they'll take more hits. Ah, see, that's the trick. That's the rub, Op. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing TTS through my PC speakers. I'm doing it through my phone. I know a lot of other streamers do it through their computer, but the reason why I do it through my phone is... Well, I'll show you. I've got my phone sat in front of me, so when TTS says something stupid and I have no idea what it was getting at, I can have a quick look down my nose at my phone and see. But yeah, I have TTS connected to YouTube and running through my phone, and then that allows me to put a Bluetooth headset on and listen to you guys. Headset is charging at slow rate. What the hell, sir? That's pretty good, 94%. Not bad, not bad. For a slow rate, that's not bad. Get this shit out of my head. There we go. Right. But yeah, that's just the easiest way I found to do it. It also, I know like one program, but it's just less that can interfere with OBS and less that my computer's doing. And it always does concern me that, you know, I'm streaming to it and using OBS for it and then streaming to YouTube. Not that it's under a massive amount of pressure, but the little pressure I can put on it, the better. Should all stand me in good stead for a certain PC VR game that I will probably partake in. That's apparently coming out in 2 weeks. No! I need no sunlight or grass. None of these things. Not needed. Let's just drop these. I think we'll be alright now. Famous last words. Note how I'm trying to stay away from that orb. That big dome there. And the reason being is so that the level doesn't complete, although we're already at 80%. It's a lot more difficult to do on this one. You kind of have to lure the enemies as far away from the orb as possible and then kill them. Right? But yeah. Let's see if there's much more in the ways of totems. And yeah, you'll have to let me know how you get on with the game, Andrew. I've got a decent amount of tips and tricks shorts up as well. I think all of my live streams, if you're after various bits and bobs on the game, are worth at least a quick glance over, because part of the problem that I've got with doing these tips and tricks videos is there's parts where I don't have enough for 30 seconds, and then there's other times where I have too much for 30 seconds. So sometimes I end up cramming things that are of a similar nature together. Other times things don't make the cut because I can't get them into 30 seconds. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh, well, you know, why don't you just do more than 30 seconds? Well, it's tips and 30 ticks, so, you know, like, there'll be more than 30 ticks and stuff with it, so... But yeah, that's what happens in my live streams. And as I said, I don't consider myself particularly great, especially at these sort of games as well. But because I know all of the tricks, and have like a decent working knowledge of the game. As I was saying, the other thing that Mixed Realms said to me is they were like, we are fucking shocked at how deep a knowledge you have at this game. And I was like, well, thank you very much. It's like, well, when you don't get out a lot and play games as much as I do, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Cooling agent is not bad. I thought we already had that. Balance regulators. Slowly overheat. No. We'll go for laser sights because it's the lowest mana cost. These would change things that I've already got set, and I'm not going to waste my reroll. Oh, we did want to test that. I'll waste my reroll and see if I get a reroll on the next one. Ooh, compact magazine. Lovely. See if I get a reroll on the next chest that I engage with. I should have waited until there was 2. But yeah, I do fear, because I've used that reroll skill before, and I do fear that it's not very good. Normally, I am in these kind of games, any kind of roguelite, whatever you want to call it, I am fucking all about rerolls. Rerolls make the fucking world go round in these games. They can be the difference between a successful run and a complete and utter fucking disaster. Meteor and flame enemies. No, sir. Get out. No. That was floor as well. No, not bubbles. That's probably the best of a bad situation. Ice enemies, and all the same kind. Blast isn't too bad a one to level up, but I don't find myself using it a lot. But again, it's because I'm not doing a lot in the old hand-to-hand combat. If I was using a sword, you can do... has it deactivated it, or do you have to do it on the right? Ha! Oh yeah, I forgot I put that on now. Why is it not doing on the left? There we go. Not being harsh enough with it. There you go, that makes me jump now. God, that's not very good. Works fine on the right. Really twitchy on the left. But again, these are all the little things. All the little things. 2 more levels and done. One of them's going to be a fucking corridors, though. Right. Lots of enemies left. Unfortunately, even if we do get the right kind of enemy, it's not going to be... so it'll just be loads of these. And it should be an abnormally large amount of ice ones as well, but that makes this level very easy because they're just basic bitch enemies. Go, my pretties! Kill! Pretty much like the blood hosts take the evil hosts take care of this. They're absolutely chewing through everything. Hey, hang on a second. Oh right, it's right. So per wave. That's worthwhile known. I'm still finding new things out about this game, and I thought I knew everything. Well, I didn't. I thought I knew a lot. So, with same type enemy on wave maps, per wave changes said kind of enemy. Although it definitely said ice enemies as well. When the ice element comes in. Look at that one. He's got an arm. Put that down. Stupid dog. Jesus Christ. A bit lively. And look, this is great for my blood ghosts because I'll just keep summoning in front of me and these enemies will come towards me and then they'll just get fucking swarmed. Right? Give me that, you little scamp. Right. He didn't dismember that arm up. He dismembered that arm. He just picked it up and brought it to me. Damage. Increased damage by 15%. No, sir. You only take the damage modifiers when you are really struggling and you're, like, you know, getting to the point where if you don't kill them quickly, you're dead. That's when you take damage modifiers. The rest of the time, leave them because they will only impact your style. Again, it's another video that I have planned called, as I was saying at the start of the stream, called Feigning Weakness. These are all just that, so let's get some more blood magic on the go. More Red Valentine, yes please. And you'll note now as well, because I've got 2 of the Phantom... It was called Mana Thief. What's it called now? Phantom Thief or something. I'm sure it was called Mana Thief before because that was more fitting. But because I've got 2 of the Mana Thieves, all of my blood magic is reduced mana cost wise by 70%, which is huge. So even now I'm putting things on that have quite a big mana cost. Every time I put another bloody ghost on, it adds 20, but then reduce that by 70%, I think it was. I think we've got more than just that on. 70%, yeah, 70% reduction. So it's only like adding 1 or 2 mana ticks, which is nothing in the grand scheme of things. There's those shields I was telling you about as well. They're serving us good. I'm not feeling quite as risky a business anymore. For me, any run that you can have shields on is pretty much guaranteed a victory, especially if it's through gilded boots. Any that you don't, you just need to be careful, or more careful. And so when you start this game, do I have to... It's rubbish, Andrew. Fine. Anything for chat. Oh, I can't because I gave it away. Damn, what a shame, Andrew. I tell you what, I'll show you something much better. So much cooler. The broom's alright, it's just a bit of a gimmicky weapon because you're a Hellsweeper. Because I have blood magic and because I have Devil's Trigger on blood magic... Oh no, sorry, because I have Unholy... Because I have Unholy and because I have it at level 2 or higher, the mastery, not the rank, I can put enemy weapons on. So, for instance, Pride's Katana, Butcher's Knife, which is a huge fuck-off machete, Envy's Scythe, and Fury's Blade. But let's have a look at Pride's Katana. Look at that shit. If there are any Hellsweeper aficionado weebs out there, that's what you want. And why have 1 Nadachi when you can have 2? Yes, they are katanas, but in our hands, they're a lot fucking bigger. So they're like Nadachi size. And then you can combine blood magic with yourself, or any magic for that matter, and imbue yourself with magic, and then summon the weapon, and then you get that blood patina on it. And then it's infused with, I think, some sort of lifesteal magic. And if I remember rightly, it also changes the things that it can fire. However, these weapons are... They're supplementary, they're gimmicks, they're extras. You know, they're not... The weapons are great. The weapons are great, but they're not as... You can't level them up. You can't add anything to them, and they're not as robust or have as many things going on with them as the normal weapons do. So, anyway, let's get this game completed, shall we? Should find plenty of keys in here. Yeah. Not that I'm using it. Increased damage of AoE spell. Yeah. So I think someone was asking the other day as well, and even I had the same sort of thoughts as well. What is meant by AoE? Is it that? Because technically that is an AoE spell. Or with fire? Have we got fire on? No, we haven't got fire on. With fire on you can fire. Oh, we do have to check that actually. I wanted to see what that looks like. Let me just put it on a sec. No, it doesn't change the visual aesthetic, but it does. Fuck me, that's a huge explosion. That's actually going to be quite good for clearing totems out. Good. Look. And give me that, you little scamp. And then fire doggos. Brilliant. Just look a bit dirty, a bit mangy. But then they're imbued with fire. And look, they imbue the things that they pick up with fire as well. Except those, they need to be imbued at time of summon. But, yeah. Anyway, right. Let's carry on. What was I saying? There was something... There was an important point I was making. It was something about something. Oh, well. Have das Boot. Hey! Oh, I know why. I did this earlier when I was trying to record something. Apologies. No. Gameplay. No. Movement. Accessibility. Can't remember where it is now. Shit. There we go. Enable hands only avatar. So you can play so that you can just see your hands, but in games that can handle it, I never do this on what little PC VR I've done. On games that can handle it, I like to be able to see all of myself, because it means one of the things that you have kind of paid attention to is you like cross your legs when you're flipping, almost like you're bursting for the toilet. But I suppose it's kind of like tucking your legs in whilst you're flipping. Or maybe you just need the toilet. I don't know. But it's nice when you are flipping to see your body and to see your legs as well. So, always a lot of fun. Are we going to get ambushed here? Maybe. Nope. A 1, a 2, right. I'll stop it. How am I standing? How am I standing? It is the mysteries of the dance. Right, we are using those quite often. The hose again. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. Now we get levitation right at the fucking end. I bet it's not going to give it us now either. Bastard. There is a skill, and I can't remember the exact combination, but there is a skill with levitation, which means items that are levitated no longer take any mana. And it's really good. Let's go with outsourced material. I'm not using that. Nope. I'll just have that one. I don't care. Cool. Put the fucking lotion in the basket. Money, always good. Sword. I'd use that more if I wasn't risk of dying. So again, it's another problem with, like, the melee weapons, having played around with them quite a bit today for some footage. They do work, and they are good when they have some of the abilities on. The rest of the time, they're a bit of a nightmare. Which is a shame, really. I don't think you can do much else. But then the thing is, the gunplay and the magic play in this game are so good that it doesn't matter. Don't get me wrong. You put the time into trying to get melee weapons to work, and you will. There are some mad lads out there that play this game with, like, melee only. Definitely seen some very good players. Very good players that are like melee only on Sairento. Oh, there go the shields. Have these. Uh-oh. Look at that, shield's back already. But yeah, so as I said, any amount of shields that you can get, there is one power-up within the game. So gilded boots give you shields. Heavy rotation, if you like doing your jumping and being maneuverable, is a difficult choice because normally heavy rotation gives you 15 shields, which is what we've got, but it reduces your maximum jumps by 1. As standard, you only get a double jump. To have that down to a single jump is pretty fucking horrible, to be fair. So even then, I would question whether you would want to go for heavy rotation for shields. That's the only one. That's the only time when I would question getting shields. Gilded boots is obviously amazing. The other one is... It's not mana, it's not arrogance. Can't remember. Fon will know what it's... Genius Exploit is the movement one. That's another very good one. Produces the amount of mana that you use to do your jumps, your dashes, and your various maneuvers. That one's a really good one. Mana... Might be Mana Overflow or Magic Overflow. And basically what it does is it converts all your life to shields and mana, and you go down to 1 HP. Now that sounds bad, but shields are so much better than HP. If you die when you're in that phase, then health wouldn't have helped you. So that is a thing. Right, we have a shop. At this point now, this is like the end, so I don't think it's worth buying things like this in the shop, especially when you've got a decent amount of mana percentage up. The reason being is because plus 5%, I mean, that is a fair amount, but in the grand scheme of things, it's sod all, and it's going to cost us like 1/3 of our balance. That's not worth it. If that was like 25%, maybe, but you get like 25% from chests and from rewards from time to time. Again, we don't need that. We've got all the skills that we need for it. Tell you what we could do quick. Let's have a look and see how this works. Now, I should have some. Nope, 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 nope. What about you? You. It is 3, isn't it? They said... Oh, there. What's this now? Okay, right. So, here you go. The Forge menu is back. This gives you all the recipes and allows you to forge on demand. So providing we meet the recipe criteria, we can pay the... That's really low for what it is. The 2,000. Now, this gives us 25% for having 3 of those. But if we forge it into really long clip, we'll increase it by a further 5% and reduce the mana cost by a bit. Yeah, it's definitely less, more than 10 for the 3 of them. You'll only be able to forge them. So this is why it then makes it a good idea to start going after specific traits that you might not actually want, but you then need to be able to guarantee yourself a forge at the shop. That was taken out of the game and they've put it back in due to, I believe, popular request. So, Forbidden Knowledge. We keep on getting offered Forbidden Knowledge and it's converting our blood ghosts, which is one thing I didn't realise. Should have, really. And that's one. 3 discounted manas allows us to get a Phantom Thief. More mana reduction. Thank you, Vaughn. I think we'll be good. And if you do sell, it sells all of them in a particular category. And for some of these more powerful ones, that is not worth it. No way. All right, let me just check the old battery, because we're almost at the end here. Ooh. I mean, I'm pretty sure, game dependent, and even when I'm streaming, it used to take me 5 batteries, and at a push 4, when one of those batteries started to go on the old Bobo batteries, it used to cost me 4, and I'd be constantly rotating. Now, with the KKOCCB VR Hub HD edition, the batteries that I'm getting, I can pretty much rotate and go infinite on too. So that's pretty good. They do take a while to charge, but yeah, I reckon I could go forever. 24-hour stream when, I hear you cry. Might do that. Might do that. Wait till we're bigger and I'll do a... No, I'm not going to do a charity stream. I don't know why I would do a 24-hour stream, but there might be a reason. Could spend 24 hours in the radius. That'd be a hella, wouldn't it? You can't even stream for 24 hours without it being broken down in the VODs to, like, several videos. Right, what are we on? As I was saying previously as well, when you've killed a boss, you'll then get the ability to do the challenger's call on it, and that will give you, well, in this circumstance, an electrified version of Deceit. It just means it'll take more damage, which is bad for us if he hits us, and he has some extra attacks as well, and usually the enemies are of that ilk. Bad for us if he hits us, but good for us in respect to the fact that he takes more hits. Thing is... blood hosts are really good against Deceit. Deceit's the house, the shields, by the way, and he's not going to last long. Oh, yeah, let's go for the lightning one. Go, my... Oh, there's two. Shit. Okay, that changes things. Kill him! Down. 2 down. Blood hosts. It is the easiest boss. Look at this. Like, I get more slow time doing the blood ghosts than I do firing off these things. But I've had, when you get the evil host out up to about, those things that we've been getting, the forbidden knowledge, allow the evil host to stay out longer after you've cast it. And because you can go infinite, you can get them out, I think I've had them up to, like, they spend 400% longer out, so 4 times. I don't think the game started slowing down, even though I had, like, 30 of these just out doing my bidding. And they also turn into these weird little octopusy things as well. I don't know why they do that, but anyway. And that's game! Oh, that's a good style score. That's exactly what we needed. And when you complete the game, you get a victor's mark. I've got the music off, so she doesn't read this out anymore. One of the things that it now does is it collects these in your hub at home. I'll show that off before we come off. Oh, these are the blood crystals that I was talking about. If you see these, this was one for Kim. If you see these and you're like, what the fuck is that? That's what they are. This is how you originally use blood magic, or you use blood magic when you first get it. You have to kill an enemy, hope that it bursts and drops one of these, then you hold trigger on it, that gives you your blood orb, then you can either throw that or combine it. Once you've got devil trigger, you can completely obliterate most of the steps. And that's why Devil's Trigger is so good. And as I said, a lot of this stream, all I've been doing, down to summon, drop. And then off they go. The problem is, what I didn't realise we were doing is, as we are increasing our forbidden knowledge, it's actually getting rid of the number of blood ghosts. A number of blood crystals, a number of blood ghosts that we can have from those 2 casts. So, yeah, look at that. It's barely denting my mana now. God, the fucking doggo toys. Look at that mana. This is incredibly powerful. You could probably sit on a boss and kill it with the amount of time. You also note as well I got a respike of mana. That was one of the abilities that we had. So, note now, 150% of the money that we have and the souls that we... the money and the souls that we have are converted, and we are given 100% of the currency and souls converted plus half again into souls. Now, I don't know what the exact conversion rate is, but the higher this percentage and the higher these are, the more soul coins you will get. Fairly simple. So, and as you can see, I haven't got anything on here because everything's at max level, which is actually causing me problems at the moment, because you can't, it's one of the things I'm potentially going to ask is if you can start new profiles, if we could have like 3 profiles on this, like we have on IDU. I wonder how difficult it would be, and, you know, it would help me for starters. So, what was that I was going to show? Oh, there's 2 things I wanted to show. One of them was what you can do with lightning. Let me just put some mana reduction things on a second. 1, 2. Well, let me... I know I don't take these in. Can I put these ones on? Do read this here. Forged traits will not be brought into the run. Oh, mate. Oh, dear. I think that was a Von job. I don't know. Is that... Oh, okay. That is working. So, although we don't take those into the run with us, you can use them for testing here. So, what I was going to show as like a little bit of a special one. Lightning. Lightning is really good, especially when you get the mana to reduce it. This particular ability is very good. If you can get your mana thief up higher or your phantom thief up higher enough, your mana won't even come down. That is the pièce de résistance. Everybody wants to be the Lightning Emperor, right? And that is fucking great. It does loads of hits, loads of combo, loads of style. You can keep it on for fucking ages if you've got the mana reduction. And, like, happy days. And you can increase the number of forks as well. Now, the problem with this Lightning Emperor, A, usually heavily mana intensive, which we've got things on to stop that. B, can't move when like this. Can't move, can't jump, can't flip. However, when you are like this and holding the triggers... Let me just recharge my mana. When you are like this and holding the triggers, wait for yourself to land. Then... No! Oh, there it is. Good. I thought they'd taken it out. If you jump... Let me just land a second. Hold on. If you jump... Yes, staff it is the other optional way. If you tap the jump button, it unlocks you, and then you can move around. You know? Unlimited power! But proper, because we can run around now. And then what you can also do is you can put the game into slow motion whilst you do it, jump, and flip. The Emperor thought he had unlimited power. We can do what he's doing, but upside down. And this is the reason why that's really, really good. But then you know, you cost yourself quite a lot of mana when you do that. The reason why that's really good is you're then getting huge amounts of combo off of the lightning, but then because you are upside down, you can times all that by 4. If you leap over a load of enemies and get a couple of kills whilst lightning them upside down, you'll easily hit 100k in style. So, there was one other thing that I wanted to show off, and I can't remember. Where did this come from? Shouldn't put that in my mouth, really. Ignoring Andrew and him wanting to have a look at the sweeping brush. Here you go. Just for you, Andy. There you go, look. You genuinely can be the janitor of the sweeping hells that you've always wanted to be. There we go, that way around. And this one doesn't have the sweeping sound effect because it's actually a weapon. You can double tap trigger to change any weapon round from its normal and its sort of like underhand variant. And the purpose of this one is you can charge it, which makes it have this red glow, and then you can shoot stuff out of it. And then I think you can do the other end as well. You can do the other end. I don't use the broom a lot. It's silly. Yeah, you can do the gust effect. So, same as that from Blast. And if you want, you can ride it like a broom. There you go. And upside down. In slow motion. We a witch. We a witch. And I'm sure there's probably some other bits and pieces as well. It does have some good... like, you're supposed to use it basically like a sword. See? This guy ain't gonna like it if I go... Lovely. Punch it? Oh, I wonder if you can infuse it. That's a point. Oh, look at that. Blood broom. Blood broom when? Does it change any of the effects? Not really, because it's already blood. What are the ones we got? So, there we go, lightning broom. Who knew? It does change the effect. He always does. But yeah, so there are some uses for it. Von said punch it. Don't think that does anything. What was the other thing that I wanted to show off just before I came off? I can't think what it was now. It was something that I was yammering on about earlier. I mean, I know that does cover a lot of things. Right? The one thing that I will say is if you can find... Where is it? Might have blasted it when we came in here. Oh, no, there it is. This brush... That brush, you can do a proper sweep. And it makes the sound effect. Although, we've kind of got our work cut out for us here. Because this is a sweep, not a mop. And it just won't take up the blood. Just won't. And this one isn't the, like, fighting variant. This one's just a prop. So, yeah. But you can still fly it. Yeah. Something using fire. Let me have a look a second. Something using fire. Yeah, you're right. It was. But what? Not that, not that, not that. If I have a quick look through this, it might tell me. Might jog the old memory. Oh, this is always quite an amusing one, I find. Although, having multiple directions of it, it canes the old mana. So, this is an ability that you can get. Let's just put a couple of these on so we can do it for a length of time. But you can proper Iron Man it, but instead of beams, you can go gadget flames! God, that does not last very long. Why is it doing doubles? There are other ways to fly in this as well. Various combinations of magic. Why is that doing doubles? What have I put on? Let's put that back on. Or is it just part of that? Yeah. So you need the 3 mana thieves on this to be able to use that effectively, because it absolutely canes your mana. Can you do it with just 1? You can. Oh, there you go. So you only need 1. Look how much that tanks our mana, even on 70%. Is that pushing me? Yeah, it's pushing me. But yeah. Yeah, superhero landing indeed. And that's in another stream. My knees won't take a superhero landing these days, I don't think. Or maybe 1 or 2. So, something to... It was some... You're right, Von. It was something to do with fire. But what was it? Fire, because you're just starting out, K2. Fire and that ability, use that and just fucking abuse it. Just cast fire. Cast fire. Cast fire. You'll get loads of style out of it and it'll do a good job of killing everything. It does lots of little hits to everything that it goes past. And such. Fire, 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 fire. Well, as far you don't need to throw the ball. You just need to, and you can only do it when you're at mastery level 2. So at your stage, you'll need to have fire magic equipped, and then you'll need to pick up at least a +1. That gets you to 2, and then 2, all you do, smush, point, both triggers. Done. And if you practice that, you can get it quite quick. And then the quick cast, so this is something that I'm going to have to do a video on, that I've started doing, is when you have both, instead of together up triggers, because that can drain your mana because you sit in the AoE for a little while. You might not be able to do it. You might not be able to do it because you've only got mastery on... I'll tell you. I'll tell you, actually. Hang on. So the way that I do it now is I smush together on a diagonal and keep one palm up, the other one normal, and then that allows you to go and fire and almost skip the AoE, because from here, I mean, you can do that and just put together like that as well, but for some reason I like smushing them together like that. So the thing I will say is, remember that, like, so one of the things that I get because I'm at the top rank is my magic starts off at level 2. Whenever I do a run and I equip magic, I get mastery level 2. That's one of the benefits of having all the weapons, is that you get level 2 on them straight away, which means that you have the vast majority of their abilities. But yeah, just keep at it. It's like anything in VR. And it's another thing that I like about Hellsweeper is if you practice the thing and get better with the thing, it improves your performance in the game. You practice your going upside down and your somersaulting and your maneuverability, and all of a sudden that translates into the game to you being able to do a lot more. Smushing magic together and getting the combinations so that you can do the various bits and pieces is all that thing. No, she'll keep me in the basement. But yeah, nice one, Andrew. Cheers, dude. I'm sure it was something to do with fire, but I can't remember what it was on. I really can't. But at least I remembered the lightning thing. What was it? It was towards the end of the level. No, it's gone. It's gone. And on that forgetful bombshell, we shall end it there. So apologies that I wasn't able to give you the underdogs I was hoping to do tonight, but hey, what a substitute to step in on some Hellsweeper, which has been native on the Quest 3. I have been Silver Tongue Devil. Good night.